Hi, I'm Henry from shore.co.uk, and today we have the CSkins Hot Wired Winter Wetsuit accessory range in front of us, and we're just going to talk through a bit about the series of accessories. So the CSkins Hot Wired is a series of accessories and suits in the range, developed by CSkins, who are a European wetsuit brand. And really the Hot Wired is their top of the line, the best performing, warmest cold water wetsuit and accessories. The CSkins Hot Wired Wetsuit features their really clever dry knit technology, which is this blue fluffy material, which almost is like a fleece. This is, first of all, allows for super fast drying, and also allows the suit to be very thermal, so it's like a very thermal sort of fleece lining, and this carries into all their accessories range as well. So when CSkins set out designing this collection, they really wanted to make the best performing equipment on the market. So these aren't the cheapest accessories, but if you want the warmest and the highest performing level, this is where you need to look. So we're going to start off, we have the CSkins 7mm boot here. So this is the CSkins Hot Wired 7mm internally split toe boot. It is 7mm neoprene, so it's very, very thick. Obviously that does lift you off your surfboard or your kayak a bit, but what that's going to do is really give you the warmth in your boot. And if you feel the cold like I do in your feet, something like this really makes a big difference. So quickly running you through the features. On the external of the boot you have a glued seam which stops any water getting in from where they've combined the suit together. It's got a lock-off cuff system, which basically means it's got a tighter entry level, so any water's less chance of getting in there. Has a nice strap along the front of the boot here, which really means you can tighten it up and get the arch under your foot working the best way possible. As I said, it is an internal split toe, so that means that there is no difference between your big toe and your smaller toes. Hopefully means that as your toes are all together, you're going to be a bit warmer. And as we flip the boot over, CSkins have developed a laser cut sole. What that means is it's basically going to be the most grip possible out of having this sort of material. So all in all, a very tough wearing boot, and obviously what makes the CSkins Hot Wired selection so great is that it's going to feature the dry knit material on the inside. So you've got this really warm, fluffy material all the way through the inside of this boot, which is really going to make the boot very, very nice and warm. So they do a 5mm version as well. Again, 5mm, so 5mm neoprene, very much all the same features, just slightly thinner. The only major difference on this one is you're going to have a split toe. So this is a split toe, so your big toe and the rest of your toes can move independently. The idea behind that is it can give you a bit more feel and grip on the board. It does have a leash saver, so you're not going to get your leash caught. So in the middle here, you're going to have a little bit to stop any bits of rope getting caught in there. But if you don't need the warmest solution, but you're still looking for something that's going to be really good quality, the 5mm version is certainly one to look at. For me, as I feel the cold, I do go for the 7mm, and it really does make a big difference. So that's the boot selection in the Hot Wired series. Next we move on to the gloves. So the Hot Wired glove is a really, really top of the line glove. I mean, if you feel the cold in your hands or you just want a performance winter wetsuit glove for the cold water, this is the one to go for. Comes in a series of different thicknesses. So we have a 3mm version, a 5mm in the 5-finger, and then they also do a lobster mitt glove as well, which we'll get to in a second. So to walk you through some of the features, it is a single lined material on the top of the glove, so the top of your hand is single lined. This means that any water that's getting on there is going to drip straight off, and it's going to keep you as warm as possible. Same again, the seams are all glued, so any water is not going to be able to get in through there. And then on the back of the glove you have these double lined neoprene. So this is a double lined sort of octopus style finish they put on there, which just allows the best grip when you're holding onto your board. As I said, it's all glued, all the steaming's glued into a really, really high quality as well. A nice little extra feature of the CSkins glove is that it goes right the way a bit further down on your wrist. So when you've got this glove on, you're really going to find you've got a lot of extra space down the end of the glove. So when you're putting your wetsuit over the top, you're going to have the best possible seal to stop any water getting in there. And again, that's that sort of double line material. So when you do put the wetsuit over the top, you're going to get the best clinch possible on there. So as I said, that one, the 5-finger version, comes in a 5mm. So for the colder guys who want to have a little more feel, but sort of still want to have very warm fingers, they do a 3mm, and this is the inside of the 3mm. So what you're seeing here is that dry knit material really running through the glove, and that's going to make the big difference with this series of gloves. Obviously, if you are feeling the cold a lot, you're going to be going up to the lobster, slightly more old school design here. The idea again, it's a bit like the split toe boot. It's designed to keep your 3 fingers together while your index finger's separate, so you've still got grip and mobility. But again, if you're going to feel the cold, going up to the lobster mitt is something to really consider. You've still got that dry knit lining in the front here and the extra long cuff, so it's really going to work well. And for the ultimate winter, if you're going, really, really cold temperatures, or you want the warmest you can get, the lobster mitt's the one to go for. And then finally, in this series, we have the hood. So this is the hot wired hood. Probably, in my opinion, the warmest hood on the market in terms of what you're getting for your features. So it's all single line material. So again, it's that wind resistant material. It's got a nice peak on the top here, so when you do duck dive, the water doesn't just rush straight into your face. And a nice little clinch here as well, just to tighten it up around your neck if there's a big set coming or something like that. It has a gusset as well, as we look around here, so it will sit under your wetsuit. So once you put the hood on, you've got a nice gusset here that's going to sit under your wetsuit, and you're going to tighten your wetsuit up underneath it. Just again creates that best possible sealant to stop the water getting in. And obviously, once again, because it is a hot wired piece, you have the dry knit lining running through the hood as well as the hot wired tape. Really does keep that water out and keep you as warm as possible. So that is the hot wired winter wetsuit accessory range, all available here now at shore.co.uk.